Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XVI, but I'm bad. A game playthrough series, much like all the stuff that came before it, like all the Jedi games, Dark Souls, God of War, Elden Ring, etc. Where I pick a game and we play through the whole thing, almost painfully so, because I like to find and do all of the things and or most of, if not also all of the stuff. We are still working through quite a bit of Final Fantasy XVI right now. I'm at 78 hours played, and I really haven't faffed about all that much. You could maybe shave off maybe 2 hours in total for like working on builds and testing things out and working on rotations and stuff like that. But I don't think I've... A little warm. I don't think I've faffed about that all that much. At least not live.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Alright, we're looking for something in Garnick Town. Is that an item in the bush over there? I see an item in the bush over there. In before 10 gold or 10 gil. 10 gil me? 75 gil! Oh my god! Pretty much useless though. We have almost 400,000 gil, so can we not get this through the wall? Ah, cheeky. It's not. There we go. And potion. Helpful. Yes. The big building, which we couldn't walk into earlier, is in fact the building we will go into now. So let's go in. Oh, it got so dark, I thought it was a cutscene for a minute. What we got? A complete botany of Banes. Ithrophidia or Tail of Wyvern. I can't pronounce that. White flower, black of root. Gall is passive. Is passing toxicate. Okay. Single drop taken by the mouth may result in cramps, most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, if implied to a wound, certain death. Okay, so this is like a...
His interests were certainly varied.
It's a botanist's house, so... The folklorist's fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valistean folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories involve a sneeze. Where are they at? Most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet teeth, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweet meats uncovered overnight, lest naught remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they're described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight. Well, they fly with magic. And the brightly colored pom-poms protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everyone knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may not be so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and the illustrations besides the name, why, it's none other than a Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive. It is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away, far from human view. Well, no, they exist. Only certain people can see them. From a distance. Oh. Wait, isn't this the song that was just referenced in the Final Fantasy XIV patch? Hold on, I'm scrolling up. No, it was Return to Oblivion. Not From a Distance. But it is chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of Bearer of the Heavenly Blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward of their status as chosen ones. What happened? Something obviously happened. Over the years, this reverie of their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove faithful. Fateful, indeed. The divers nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church. The divers nations? Divers nations or diverse nations? Typo? Or Old English? While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of the organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a voluntary army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation and decimated the population of men and bearers both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valistean people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valistea came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. It is a well-known phrase, bearers are other than human, has roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed's only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. So they were raised up on high earlier after even though we know now it's like a curse, air quotes, was visited upon mankind. But then, yep.
This is it.
That's the book.
But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Yep. Bonk. Royal Intelligence Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Kara Norvent in 873 and a subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry, and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonehere for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold at Garnik in reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. This is like a little training camp. Even though not that big for like a training camp. It's like 3 buildings. Yeah, it's like 3 buildings. And like a stables. And that's it. Well. So the theory I was talking about many streams, episodes, hours ago was not
Leaving so soon, stranger.
Oh, it's the special character guy. Oh, hello.
We've been watching you.
From a distance, so to speak.
He said the thing?
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions.
Hand me the book.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
No.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Does this man know who we are? I'm going to assume no.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
I don't think so about that, bud. Let's just fight Ifrit with axes and swords.
Let's see, shall we?
Also, the Phoenix is here. Okay, that actually hit me. I was so far away.
Nice try.
A little early on that one. A little late on that one. Wonk. Guy is level 40. He does have some HP on them bones. Hang on. So much for his HP. So how'd that work out for you guys? I even scuffed it a little bit. How'd that work out for you? Yeah? Did you have a good time fighting Ifrit and a Frostwolf and the Phoenix? How'd that work out? You wanna talk about it? Oh wait. That's a cool transition.
Impressive.
Sneaky.
But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Okay.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many.
Correct.
Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
Seems like it.
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull.
Only one like 3 pages.
So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history.
Oh.
That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass.
Well, I mean, history is usually written by the victors, right? But also, well,
It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
that's not wrong.
So you're trying to control the truth.
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it.
Okay.
Let's get this back to Vivian.
The camera cuts. He's like Batman.
Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
catching up on chat. That's no good, kitty. Hopefully nothing serious. I mean, babies will get sick.
That's better.
It is kind of how it goes. So hopefully nothing too serious. All right, we're going all the way over here now. Just teleport over here to the walls itself and go up and around the walls. See what's going on here. Just random Akashic dudes. We're going up these walls. We'll have to fight through some.
Waiting for me near Balmung Dark.
Yes.
The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
Well, I'm hurrying. I'm running. There's some orcs up here. Gotta start stacking up our level 5 here. Thank you for being so cooperative, Mr. Orc. Thank you. It probably is actually better to go for parries than just to keep spamming auto attacks, considering it gives you one full level. Yeah, there's the Balmung Dark over there. Is there a Lich respawned over here? There is. We don't have to fight it though. It's just kind of sitting there doing nothing. We have to fight these bombs though. Almost level 5. All right, now punch him. I don't want to aggro the damn Lich. Did that seriously get too far away and he reset? Oh my goodness. I'm just blasting him. Oh, we're gonna fight the Lich anyway, I guess. Yep. Oh well. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, he stopped attacking. Okay, fair play. Oh, another bomb joined in? What the hell? Sir, excuse me. Very rude. That was actually the wrong button, but oh well. Indeed. I thought that was the parry, but it was not. And okay. Oh. Oh. I thought I held down just square. I guess I had just tapped R2 to page. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I hadn't seen that combo before.
I needed that.
I guess he landed something that trailed into multiple things. So much for avoiding the lich. Good grief. That was like a 7-hit combo or something nonsense. Hello, Doris. We are here now. What is this?
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here,
Yeah.
I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not.
Well, the whole area opened up. Okay.
Not just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Like that one right there? What's this? Balmung Dock. Writ of designation. For some reason my brain didn't read that word. So many like weird words in this game, and even in 14, that when you see a regular word, you're like, is that the regular word? That what I've seen before? The Kingdom of Elude hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. Okay. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the purpose of the aforementioned purpose, perusal of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in other capacity. I'm sorry, sir, you've posted cringe?
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Nope. So it's gonna be a big war panther or something? Or it could be a behemoth, I guess. Could be where they were trying to break in the behemoth. Could definitely be what was happening here. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but... What we got here? Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza, unless that's the name of the beast itself and not like a titling for it, has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment of the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. It sounds like it's a behemoth. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is... How would you deploy it then? You drop it in on like some airship or something? It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into a fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Waluder lives. Except, of course, the bearers, which are also, you know...
Minimal loss of Waluder lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Mm-hmm. So obviously there's like a level 2 of here. We have to go upstairs. What we got here? The memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required. Yep.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
I gotta double check the other side to see if there's anything over there. Because there was a way up over here. Maybe it's not a way up. It is indeed a way up. Look at that. Hello. A little bit laggy up here, actually. I don't know why. Sometimes when I'm playing this game, I just cannot seem to get the basic combo down. It's just square, triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle. I mean, a square or triangle, and it just doesn't work. See? They're just fine right there. Something with when it connects with enemies might be a little... Oh, she's just right here? I thought there was another side of this place. Hold on. Was there not? So we came up. Nope, whatever. Yeah, there is this side. Oh. This goes above the main area. Oh, the other entrance wasn't opened. Okay, this is just a chest then. Oh. All right. Yeah, I thought both side doors were open. That is not the case. You're wearing shorts, but no shirt. Also, no diaper. Well, I hope you don't wear a diaper. I mean, if you do, you know, you do you, but at the same time, fair enough. Chat's a little weird right now. If you're not here watching live, then you...
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
Yeah?
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death.
Mm-hmm.
And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
Oh, she doesn't know.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Oh.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
The jailer's key.
If we don't find any survivors, we've risked our lives for nothing. Take care. That creature might still be here somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I just don't know if Kuza Beast is a nickname or a title, because I don't remember anything being that. There's like War Panthers and Coeurls, and Waloed has behemoths though. Do behemoths come from a region called Kuza? Yeah, I'm sure we're about to find out. That'll be the boss of this little area. It's also pronounced Kuzra, like long K sound. Kuzra Beast.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh, of course. Anne Amber. That's just Gil in the pocket, baby.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
Oh. Well, hold on. Explore fully before going to cutscene. Oh, never mind. I've been debated. I got split arrowed or something. Sharp fangs. Hello? How long would she have been here?
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid.
Hmm.
Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Hmm.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Jadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away.
No.
He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Well.
What's that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
You gotta find out if it's a behemoth or not.
I'll look after the girl. You teach that thing a lesson.
It is a behemoth, yes.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
The other one was not blue-skinned. Did it get blue-skinned for eating a bunch of bearers? Because then, this is like flamingos. Flamingos are usually they're not pink, but they eat so much shrimp they get pink pigment that permeates their feathers or something like that. What's up, dingus? Oh, it's just called the Kuzra Beast. But it's a behemoth. Well, yep.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Casting Comet. I was still swinging. I need to blast the hell out of this thing because I don't want it to do its super combo towards the end when it gets lower on HP. Oh, I didn't limit break. I'll limit break after this, I guess. Oh, never mind. It's just dead. Never mind. Okay. Thought it'd be stronger than that. Was not as strong as the one we fought during the campaign. Not even close. The campaign boss one was quite tanky. This one, however, was not. It was level 40. But still, I was thinking it would survive more than one big stagger bar. Yeah, I think its skin turned blue because it kept eating so much aether-rich.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
Nope. It is, though.
I'm fine. I think.
Oh, gosh. Never seen a behemoth before? Oh.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
Yes.
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Damn, we did side quests for Chadwick earlier in the game. And he became behemoth food.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days.
Aw.
I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past.
Oh, was that not Chadwick then?
If you don't mind, that is.
Oh.
Of course.
What?
You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things.
I'm confused.
Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the curse breakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Yeah, I thought Chadwick was the guy that gave us quests early on in the game, because it was her and Doris. Maybe he was a different person then. Maybe Chadwick is just the guy we learned about from Doris's side quest earlier on in the game. But yeah, I thought he was one of the guys that gave us side quests in the hideaway. Confusing him with a different curse bearer. My bad. A new missive has been delivered. It doesn't even bring up a prompt for it. Oh, here she is.
There's so much food in the hideaway. Sometimes, in my cell, my tummy rumbled so loud that Chadwick would sneak me some gruel from his bowl. I miss him. He would have liked this place.
Yeah, so that was the other one that got trained and then thrown. Okay, so the guy I was thinking of was someone different. We have a few quests to turn in here while we are at the hideaway. We still have, I don't know, 5 or 6 more quests to do, though. Because there are a bunch of the map we haven't even picked up yet. Herman, I have the registry for you.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid.
Yes.
Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
A concise and disturbingly detailed record of bearer orphan deaths at the Badbach Conservatory.
If I may?
Hmm?
The bearer registry.
Yep. Dude, a bunch of these are like really sad, heavy quests, right?
The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
Yeah.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Quest complete. Almost level up. 2,500 rep. I don't think we're even at the next stage yet. I'll have to go check.
The realm will hear of Badbach. And I pray that the tale of my fallen friends will spare future generations the horror we endured. Thank you for helping keep their memory alive.
You're welcome, Herman. Damn. Yeah, these few quests here at the end are quite, I guess the very dour, for sure. Alright, go back to Vivian. We did hit the next rep rewards. We can see what these damn gloves do finally. Whoops.
Clive!
Hello, sorry.
You watch yourself out there, alright?
Alright.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Hello. 2850 was the final one. Or it just says, yeah. That's as high as it goes. Continental acclaim from Gareth. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night, what? Is to be believed, word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman. Okay. The Genji gloves, thank you.
You earned this.
What do they do?
Come again. I may have.
Because we're already wearing a pair of gloves, so can we wear more gloves? We've got gauntlets on. So what do these do? Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Oh. Yes. It's just 5% damage instead of having attack rating. Well, we've got one Genji glove. We've got two right gloves on somehow. I don't know how that works, but video game and all that. You know how it goes. 5% flat damage. I mean, we can keep stacking more damage and put that attack back on. Instead of the defense. But we also do so much damage in the first place. 5% multiplier, though, is probably way more than 12 attack rating, I'll tell you what. Well, hold on. Do we get an achievement if we do this? Oh, we don't have... Well, we put back on the Ragnarok. Does this proc an achievement?
More for ya.
It does not. Huh. So does Ragnarok not count? It has to be the last sword, maybe? Thought that was achievement for equipping all yellow gear. But I guess not. You know what? Let's have Torgal do more damage. You know what? It doesn't say by how much, but let's have Torgal get in there and do the more deeps. So Nectar is going to, thank you for the dance, only show us the hunt we just did, I'm assuming. Oh, nope. One other hunt has procced. So that was the Khusra Beast, a monster born in the Balmung Dark and quite possibly the deadliest beast known to man. Well, the campaign one was way harder. Say we beg you to slay it, not only that the world might be a safer place, but that the bearers who lost their lives to that vile creature might alas be avenged. Forgive our presumption, but knowing what we do of it... Wait, but knowing what we do of it, we doubt that any but you could emerge from its cage alive. Forgive our presumption, but knowing what we do of it, of their presumption, knowing that Clive is a beast. Sure. We have an S rank that procced. Uh-oh. The Masterless Marauder. The Waluder army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captors turned Akashic with the rest of their comrades, or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is there is none left alive who knows the words to put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. Okay. So, no location. The Waluder army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captors turned Akashic or the rest of their comrades were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. So it's somewhere in Walud. All I know is there's none left alive who knows the words. Who knows the words to put an end to its rampage. So it has to be an Ash because it was a captured beast by the Waluder army. They were being trained to serve. We were just literally at a place where they were training this, a behemoth to serve. The whole area is turned to Kashik, so that doesn't really mean anything. Broke free from its bonds. Is that just somewhere? Do I have to just like run around everywhere in Waloed? Just somewhere in Waloed, I guess. I don't really know if there's many of the clues there to suss out where it is.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
Yep. No mention is made as to the name of the author, whether that is because the title page has been lost to time or because the tome was published anonymously. It is impossible to say. This is the book about the history of the bears and how they were treated.
You found it?
Yes.
Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I fear the executors had seized every copy.
They tried.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does.
Right.
But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Not why Vivian stands like a VTuber. Also, quest complete. She stands like with one of those. Oh, there's level up. She just stands there with her arms at like a weird angle from her body. But the character animations when we're just sitting there or standing there talking don't usually move a whole lot. The Scholar's Bonnet. Vivian Ninetail's scholarly headwear awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. Give the men and women of this benign world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do. Okay, just treasure that goes up in the treasure wall. And a new quest procced because we finished that. Oh my goodness. And a new hunt popped up? So, okay, so hunts are being tied to side quests.
Heide Marie has taken a liking to her new home. How her spirit survived Balmung Dark unbroken, I'll never know.
Yeah. Nectar, we're back. What up? Whoa! Thank you for the dance. Yep. An A rank that just said it's in Garnick in Waloed. The Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help. But soon it was they who were seeking salvation. The survivors say they can still hear the screams, both those of the White and those of their fallen comrades. Yeah, White is a ghost. So we're going to Garnick in Waloed. And also somewhere. Somewhere where they could train. Do I just go right back to the jail? That seems weird. Eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds. That's just literally what just happened with this one. All we know is there are none left alive who knows the words to put an end to its rampage. Knows the words. That's also very specifically, I don't know if that's completely a debate or if that's really part of the hint process. Knows the words to put an end to its rampage. And then just somewhere in Waloed are the two places. Hello, Q. Hello, hello. And also a quest popped up in Mid's dungeon and a quest on a missive. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are in the thick of it, aren't we? We are definitely in the thick of it.
Clive.
Karen.
Coin purse weighing you down?
No. I still don't know if I should buy all of the other things from vendors. I don't think that does anything, but...
You'll not find a better price than that.
We do have a bunch of items that sell for Gil, though. That's for sure. We have picked up quite a few things. I kind of wish they were, again, in a different spot.
You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much.
Bunch of empty shards. Got an amber.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Moach. Damn it, I said it.
Is that all?
It's like an earwig, man. Now. So you still don't have... Is there a... Oh, there it is. There's Gotterdamrung. Gotterdamrung. Yeah, we need 2 more orichalcum and 1 more dark steel. We do have the primitive battle horn, though. So something we're about to do is going to drop the orichalcum and then the dark steel. What's weird about that is that the dark steel is from a hunt, but the orichalcum is not. Orichalcum. So we see the most likely the end sword. I am clicking the wrong buttons. But and gotta head to Mid's dungeon. We are running. Indeed, we are running. Hello, children.
Miss Shirley says we're not allowed in the dungeon. But Miss Menadol doesn't mind.
Well, it's because Mid has horse blinders on. Another Mid quest. Okay. Hello.
Mid? Tell me this is all you need.
Oh, this is to turn these into her. The other quest is not. Yes. There you are.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Well.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went
Yep.
over the figures again, and I realized I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one.
Ah!
Though that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear.
Ah.
Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
Let's come back around.
Humans? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog. Don't look at me like that, Clive. I already apologized to Blackthorn. Miserable old bugger. Besides, you can't expect me to keep track of every nut and nail floating about this place. It's a mess.
Well, is it a mess though?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
I'm back, kids. Where's that cogwheel?
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
No.
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide.
Huh.
A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
Well,
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find.
You have old man face.
All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
Oh.
That's good to know.
Huh.
Look! I found it!
Very good. Excellent.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
It was in the bag of bits. So Clive wasn't a dingus during that earlier quest line where I thought he did that on purpose. That was because I didn't actually go there. I'm back.
Well, did they have it?
An overlooked component of Mid's deconstructed scales. Its purpose remains a mystery to all but Mid. Yes.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place? Well, you just wait and see.
We'll wait and see.
That should do it. Here goes nothing.
This is a full cutscene.
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Not much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one. That only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
Okay.
I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Owned.
Right.
Aw. That was a neat little cutscene.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
Okay.
I'm sure you do.
Quest complete. That was a great little quest with Mid. Aw. Model airship. Mid's dangerous dream of flight immortalized in miniature. My dad always said there were two ways to live in life: chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. Aw. Oh.
What shall I do with your model? You spent a lot of time on it. We both did.
What, that old thing? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive. They'll weigh you down, you know.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototypes will probably be worth a fair bit when I'm as famous as Bart's the Builder. Seeing as you're always strapped for coin, suppose I can give it to you. Just make sure you get a good price when you do come to part with it.
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
And more? Oh my goodness.
Need something?
We can ask her about Origin. Couldn't you have chosen somewhere a bit more down to earth for your chat with Ultima? Nope. Then I could have come with you. Finally made a name for myself instead of sitting on my arse while his Imperial fancy pants gets all the glory.
Make a name for yourself.
Without the Enterprise, we wouldn't have saved Jill. Wouldn't have made it to Ash. Wouldn't have escaped from Stone here with our lives. None of this would have been possible had you not followed your dream and kept your promise to Sid. Now I must keep mine.
You better bloody had to and all.
We'll be having his name back. Give it to Gav, maybe, or Jill. Ah, definitely Jill. Owned.
Enjoy it while you can, Clive.
But once that crystal's cracked, I'm going through with my plan. Won't be easy to turn back on my dream. Wait, won't be easy turning my back on a dream I chased for so long. But you know what's the best thing about a dream is, Clive? They're never in short supply. We kept talking like I'm the only one ever to set her sights on the skies, when there might be someone up there already.
Imagine that, eh?
Maybe when his Imperial Fancy Pants gets back, I can ask him to take me up there so I can see for myself. She's talking about Dion. His Imperial Fancy Pants is Dion. It's Behemoth.
Till then, though.
I'll be down here with everyone else, dreaming away. Aw.
Be seeing you, Clive.
That was some fantastic writing. Holy crap. That whole little section right there with her. That was fantastic. Really, really good. Damn. That was good. Really good. Very, very good. We are still definitely schmoving along, though. We have so many more things to do. There's another side quest that popped up. 2 hunts popped up.
Say what you will.
I think this is going to be the kind of a loop for a little while here to sort of get everything else done.
The skies, then the crystal.
I mean, it's some of the calm before the storm.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord.
Bit of the calm before the storm in this regard. Just due to the fact that there is so much little world building to be done. All right, here we go. We're filling it in. We still have we have how many? 3, 6, 8 more of these. There's the model airship. The scholar's bonnet. And the charred sparring sword. Is Jill still over here hanging out? She is. Oh.
Clive, do you have a moment?
Indeed.
Of course. Always.
I wanted to give you something.
A smooch? Not a smooch.
Is this?
I stitched it from the cloth you gave Hortense. The piece she said you liked best. I told her I used to enjoy needlework, but I didn't think she'd remember.
It's beautiful, Jill. You didn't have to.
When I was very little, I recall my mother telling me that young ladies of the court would give knights ribbons from their hair before they went off to war. I still wear mine, so I made you this instead. Red is the color of passion, the fire in your heart. Fierce and bright, it binds you and your brother, you and your friends, you and me.
Our bond. May it never be broken.
Epic foreshadowing.
And may it ever bring you back to me. I will always, always be here.
Thank you, Jill.
No smooch? The velvet handkerchief. What? A small square of embroidered red velvet gifted Clive by Jill. What does it do? Nothing? It just is. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how Clive is carrying all this shit. But it's so much stuff.
What is it, Clive?
Ask about origin?
You can always tell me. Somewhere in the back of my mind.
I always knew it would come to this. It was only going to ever end this way, Jill. Either Ultima dies or we do.
I know.
I still don't think I'm ready for it, and the thought of what we have to do makes me want to cry. Then cry, shout, scream, laugh, do whatever you feel. Our feelings make us who we are, makes us better than Ultima.
Well. Thank you.
A long time ago, I swore only the stars would see me cry.
And so for now?
I'll save my tears until the clouds part and the heavens return. It is been cloudy for a very, very, very long time. Because
With you, Clive.
that spell is still going on. Yep. Yep. Okay, the missive. Moving along. A fine hound from Karen. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there is still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. Aye, he'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. You do good to remember that. Thank you. Making amends from Harpocrates, Master Clive. I'm aware that the matter is of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion. A tale to tell. Do you want to write a book about Dion? Okay, maybe. That's what it sounds like.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
A book about mustard? No. Not Dijon. Dion. Prince Dion. Probably the best character in this damn game. This boy right here.
The hour fast approaches.
How much hairspray is in your hair?
The time is nigh, Ifrit.
What's the difference? What the fuck? What? Show me some Dijon mustard that can turn into a giant laser-breathing dragon. And then we'll talk. Until then...
Lawsman Harpocrates, I received your note.
It's spicy?
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education. All to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should.
Right.
History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons. His studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied.
He's just standing there.
Especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting.
Oh.
Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guild weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone. Until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled.
Yeah.
Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Okay. The weird thing about giving Dion a wyvern tail, though, wouldn't that...
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
Thank you, Samson. Wasn't expecting that. But wouldn't giving Dion a wyvern's tail, I guess it'd be a form of closure? But at the same time, that's the flower that his father kept throwing in his face as essentially this symbol of servitude or something. You know what I mean? Well, we have room for a few more. Wonder if we'll actually have a full grid. I don't know if there's 5 more stages left in this game, though. It seems strange. I wonder what Tone wants to do with that. Use it as a way to give him something to close that chapter of his life on, maybe? I don't know.
Back to Tabor then. Not to be reunited with Yotei this time, but with Father.
Well, we'll get there eventually, Joshua. There are like 900 things to do right now, my brother. So we're going back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. So this is the only chunk of Waloed we have. Obviously, it's plenty of space. But we're looking for just somewhere in Waloed where they would be training beasts, but then everything went Akashic and then it's eating people or ate people. So it has to be past the walls, I'm assuming. But it'd be weird if it was in the same place in Balmung Dark. So there are a couple different little corners that a hunt could be in. It can't be back here behind this. This is just a chronolith. It could be as close to the castle as possible. We do have to go back to Garnick first, so let's go here and get that done. Maybe we'll see it roaming around somewhere. Maybe it's just like an open world. Oh, is it right there? Is it just another behemoth and is it right there? This will be an S rank behemoth this time, though. So maybe it takes more than just one setup to defeat. Didn't know if the capture card was lagging. All right, well, right down the road. All right. The Behemoth King. Okay, it's casting 4 horsemen on me.
Nice try.
It's not how you dodge it. It's weird. Okay.
Let's try.
More horsemen again, dude. Come on. Went through his body. Oh God! What? Oh, he cast. Did it? Was that Maelstrom, or whatever the hell it's called? The whirlwind thing that takes you to 1 health. Holy crap! Good lord.
This one.
I'm going to assume he can't be parried. Okie doke. Okay, hang on. Let's just try to get stagger stacked up here. I don't have... Try to do as much damage as I can during this. It just ended. Right before the end of that staggered window. I'm not gonna be able to cast the actual level 5 though. Yep, 4 horsemen again. Put into Maelstrom. Yeah, I can't get hit by this tornado that takes all my health to 5 HP. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. There's so many spell effects going on. Oh my god. Really?
Let's try.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't. I think I have to stun him. Where'd he go? Oh god. What the heck was that? Oh, I stunned him. Maelstrom again. Into the charge. Trying to get back over here to the... Oh, he didn't get close enough. Iframes? Okay, good. Holy crap. Got the stagger on him. Beautiful. Hold on. And photo finish. Okay. Another Behemoth shackle. So there's one of the Orichalcum. Something tells me I should have had on my XP items for that, but also something tells me that if I didn't have on the extra HP item, I probably would have died. Holy shoot. Oh my goodness. Where is this hunt? I don't know. It's an S rank. It's just somewhere in Elude. Is it the Golden Behemoth King? Woo!
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Well then.